This class today is for anybody who's a beginner or is interested in yoga, or somebody who's taken a few yoga classes and is interested in learning more. We're going to move our bodies and breathe a little bit to help get through this time of chaos. So, starting with roll out that yoga mat and get in a nice cross-legged position. Take your time getting there. There might be some poses that aren't open to you, your body doesn't work with. Feel free to skip those. Maybe modify moving your feet a little farther out or bringing them in closer, whatever is better for you. So take your palms to your knees, facing down. We're going to let our tailbone kind of sink into the ground and stack the vertebrae on top of each other. Take an inhale and bring those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, roll them back. Inhale one more time up. Exhale, roll them back, and let that chest just poke out ever so slightly. The shoulders are relaxed. The chin comes level with the floor. Those hands are nice and relaxed on the knees. And take a few breaths, nice and long, feeling deep into your belly. And exhaling through the nose. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, the hands come up above. Palms face each other. Make sure those shoulder blades remain down so you don't crowd your shoulders to your ears. Inhaling. And exhale, go on over to your right side, reaching the hand up and over. Now the palm can face the ground to feel that stretch in the low back. Inhale right here. Exhale, see if you can reach a little farther. Inhale back to center. Exhale, using that full breath, take your time. Inhale right here. Exhale to reach. Inhale to center. And we're going to do one more time on each side, taking your time with your own breath. Staying for a full breath. Through center to the other side. One full breath and exhale to center on your inhale. Exhale, folding forward, placing the hands on the ground, the head and neck relax, and those sit bones stay nice and rooted. So we stretch out our lower back. Take a few breaths here, feeling that low back inflate. And on the exhale, maybe walk the fingertips out ever so slightly. Next inhale, you slowly walk yourself up. Switch the crossing of your legs. Might feel a little awkward at first. Raise that spine again, stacking. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, turn towards that right side, placing the hand on the knee and the other hand directly behind you so you get a nice tall spine. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Taking a few breaths here, making sure that hand behind you is as close to the spine as possible in order to create that elongated spine that you are twisting. No need to crank the neck. This twist is in your spine and through your back. Your head and neck can land where it feels comfortable. Inhale, unwinding, reaching up. Exhaling, twisting to the other side. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to twist. Taking your time with your breath. Letting go of whatever muscle you're holding that you don't need to tense right now. Could be your jaw, your face, maybe your foot or legs. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward, hands in front, head and neck relax. Take your time. Relax those sit bones into the ground before you walk the hands out on the exhale. And slowly walk the hands up. Then roll over those knees, coming into a tabletop position here. So your shoulders should be right over your wrists and your hips should be right over your knees. Suck in that belly button towards the spine so you have a nice flat back to start. Once you feel like you have some nice grounding here, you can inhale, drop the belly, and look forward for cow pose. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Cat pose. 4 more on your own. Take your time. If one position feels better than the other, feel free to stay there. This practice is always yours to change and make as you want. Finishing up your last round, take that last inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back to center, flat back. And we're gonna warm up our wrists and forearms. So start doing little circles, leaving your hands where they are, but pulling your weight in front and to the side. These circles can get slowly bigger if it feels okay. If you sit and type all day at a computer, this might hurt a lot. With everyone working from home, it's likely that you are working at a computer, maybe some kids around, so just looking to stretch out the things that we forget about. And circle the other direction. Slowly getting bigger. Pushing every finger pad and knuckle pad into the ground here. You're waking up your hands. Feel free to go back and forth, side to side. When we do our inversions, like our down dog, we want to make sure we're using our whole hand. So we're waking it up and stretching it out. So coming back to center, I want you to flip your hand like a pancake so your fingernails are down, your palm is up, and put that wrist into the mat. Take a bend in this elbow and stretch out that forearm. This might hurt a lot or a little. You can do both at once if it's comfortable, or take your time doing one. Once more, really good if you type at a computer all day long. switch your hands if you haven't already. Make sure you've got that bend in that elbow and you're still breathing. Slowly coming off of that. Tuck those toes underneath so you can get a nice little foot stretch as we roll out our wrists. Nice and gentle. Take your time with each. Make sure to roll them both directions. Interlace the fingers. Bring the palms together and roll them out. Let those forearms kind of touch in both directions. And now that the feet are starting to hurt a little bit and that stretch is starting to be felt, shake out the hands. And coming forward again, untuck those toes, maybe tap out the feet a little. Widen those knees, bring the hips towards the heels, making your way to child's pose. The hands reach out, the forehead touches the mat. This is a great resting pose. Maybe if you're feeling anxious, or if you haven't taken a breath all day, this is a great place to come to. If you need a rest at all during this practice or any yoga practice, feel free to take child's pose to collect your breath. Inhale, making your way back up to a tabletop. And exhale, we're gonna roll over our toes, making our way into our first down dog. Now take your time here. Down dog's a very common pose in yoga, but it's very easy to mistake it for being easy. So if you feel like you've got a lot of weight in your hands or in the heels of your hands, make sure that you push into those fingers and the knuckle pads. Use the whole hand in this practice. If you feel like you are shaking your arms, you might be a little too far forward, so bend those knees and push the hips up and back to get a nice straight back. Take a breath here. Exhaling. Your knees can be bent in down dog this entire practice. Rather have a straight back over straight knees. So if you feel yourself sliding forward, push into those fingertips, roll the forearms inward and roll the shoulders outward, so we've got an opposite traction going on in our upper body as our hips reach up and back and our heels are slowly making their way to the floor. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Begin to walk it forward, taking your time, little baby steps. When you get to the top of your mat, take a generous bend in those knees and let the whole head and neck relax. Maybe cross the arms to opposite elbow creases, loosen the jaw, maybe wiggle the hips. Let the upper body be the weight on the lower body. Lean a little bit into the balls of the feet. Ragdoll here. Let everything roll off that is not helping you at this time. Maybe start to straighten one leg a little. Releasing those hands. Coming to a halfway lift, we're gonna inhale, straighten and flatten our back. Bring our hands to either our shins, the mat, whatever is comfortable. And look just in front of that mat. Take that inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale, one more halfway lift, straighten and flatten that back. And release. Now bend those knees a lot. Start to stack one vertebra on top of the other, nice and slow, making your way up to a standing position. And when you get there, shoulders roll back, head and neck slowly climb. And take a moment here to kind of stand on your feet.
Bring up the arches of the feet and let those toes really sink into your mat. Bring the kneecaps up, that's going to activate the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Bring that belly button towards the spine so you can feel the flatness and the slight curve in the lower back, but everything else nice and stacked. Hands can come to the sides, chin comes level with the floor. Take a nice inhale here. And exhale out the mouth. Next, inhale, the arms raise above. Exhale to flat back and bend in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. That right foot goes to the back of the mat. The knee touches the ground and you untuck the toes. Anjaneyasana here. So we've got our hands to the sides of our foot. And we have a nice diagonal in our back leg that's opening that quad. And you can stay right here. This is comfortable. If you've got blocks or cushions or anything at home to prop yourself up, by all means do that. Or you can bring your hands to your knee, not on top of the knee, but just on the thigh, where the thigh and the knee meet each other. And we grow nice and tall, and we continue to breathe. If this feels okay, you can reach the hands up above. Pinky fingers come in towards each other to open up the shoulder blades. Once more, let those hips sink and grow tall. Exhale, frame your front foot, putting the back toes under, making your way to a down dog. Walk it out here. Or stay in stillness, whatever is more comfortable. Inhale, roll it forward to a plank position. We won't stay here long. Exhale, those knees come down, then the chest and chin for Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, forward to a cobra. Don't wrench the neck, but look just in front of the mat. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale to a table. Exhale to your down dog. Walk it out here. Bring that left foot to center. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale brings it forward. It might take a few steps to get there. It's totally fine. That left knee comes to the ground. Untuck the toes. Anjaneyasana on the other side. Lean forward so you've got that nice diagonal. Hands can remain on the ground. Maybe some cushions or blocks. Maybe they come to the knee. Whichever pose you choose is perfectly welcome as long as you're breathing. The hands can go up. Exhale, framing that front foot. Put the back toes under and make your way to the forward fold as you bend the back knee straight in the front and come forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, either one vertebrae at a time with bent knees, or take a flat back and then continue on up. Reverse swan dive. Inhale and exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Inhale, those left toes go to the back of the mat, the knee comes down. Anjaneyasana on the side we were just on. Fingertips, blocks, hands to knee or hands up, whatever you are comfortable with. It might be different on each side, that's totally fine. Let those hips sink as the chest comes forward. Exhale, frame the front foot. making your way into your down dog. And on your inhale, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, then chest and chin. Make sure those elbows are nice and tight to the ribs. Inhale, forward to cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, up to your table. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, that right leg goes up. Exhale, brings it forward. This time, we're gonna land in our warrior one. So our back foot's gonna land at a 45-degree angle. Our front foot's gonna be looking forward. Your heels don't have to be in alignment. You can be like on railroad tracks. So come forward in this knee about 90 degrees. Not past, but you can be a little before that, just 90 or less, not more. Look forward. Inhale, reaching those hands up. Exhale, sit into this pose. Make sure you can see your front big toe. That's how you know your knee isn't past 90. Push into the pinky edge of that left foot. Exhale, frame that front foot. I want you to bring your heel off the mat. You've still got the ball of the foot on the mat. And reach that right arm up, stack those shoulders. Nice twist here. Very easy to let that left hip kind of fall. So make sure you've got nice strength in that back leg. If it's too much, you can always bring the knee down. But if you'd like to keep it raised, make sure those hips are still squared to the front. And this twist is in our back. Exhale, framing the front foot, making your way into a plank pose, continuing with your push-up pose. Here you can bring the knees down, or you can start your chaturanga, where you stay in plank, come forward onto the tips of the toes, bend the elbows towards 90 degrees, inhale forward to up dog, exhaling to down dog. Both vinyasas, the knees coming down or the chaturanga is perfectly welcome at any time. You're also welcome to skip a vinyasa anytime you don't want to do one. Inhale, that left leg rises. Exhale, brings the foot forward. Landing in that low lunge to start. Back foot comes down to that 45-degree angle. Hips are squared to the front of the room. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, sit in this pose. Taking a few breaths here. Make sure you can see your front big toe. Don't let that knee fall in. Should be right over the ankle. Exhale, framing that front foot. Plant that right hand, bring the right heel off the ground. Inhale, left hand to the ceiling. Roll those shoulders away from the ears. Once more, you can bring this knee down. If you keep the knee up, please make sure that your hips are square to the front of the room. You don't want to just have it lagging there. Exhale to frame the front foot. Your choice of vinyasa, chaturanga. Bring the knees to the ground for Ashtanga Namaskar. Or maybe skipping it and going right to down dog. Or even better, knees come wide, toes together, child's pose. Once you get to your resting pose, down dog or child's pose, take a few breaths there. Feel free to get a drink of water. Making your way slowly back to down dog if you're not there already. Inhale that right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, brings it forward, this time landing in a warrior two pose. So our front foot is still forward, back foot lands parallel with the back of the mat, and the heel meets the arch. You take up as much room on your mat as you can. Windmill the arms up. So in warrior two, once we have our footing here, we want to make sure this knee is going towards 90 degrees, not past. We can see our front big toe, don't let the knee fall in. The hips are squared to the side wall this time instead of the front. So if you feel that back knee bending, make sure to straighten it, and open up and rotate this thigh out. The arms come up, but the shoulders are not close to the ears. We keep them nice and relaxed. We look out over our front middle finger. Flip that front palm. Take this hand to the thigh or the calf, just not the knee, and exalt your warrior. If you feel yourself moving forward, push into that back pinky edge of that leg. Make sure we still have our bend in our front knee. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale to extended side angle, elbow to knee. The left arm is going up, shoulders are stacked. Once more, feel that full strength from the pinky edge up through your leg into your abdomen, and maybe you bring the hand to the ground. A few breaths here. Exhale, bring that left hand down, frame the front foot. Go through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Meeting in down dog. Taking your time, a few breaths if you need to. And inhale the left leg up. Exhale brings it forward. Might take a few steps to get there. Take your time. Front foot meets the arch of the back foot. And we inhale up. Now if you feel like your booty is sticking out here, drop that tailbone. Feel a nice, strong, straight spine. And check yourself here. Are you leaning too far forward? Is the knee coming in? And of course, breathe. Flip that front palm, exalt your warrior. Keep that front knee bent. Open up this side body. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. This elbow to knee. The arm goes up. Now these shoulders should be nice and straight. We can look up towards the ceiling if it's comfortable for the neck. Welcome to bring this hand down or keep it where it is. exhale, frame that front foot. Making your way through your vinyasa. Either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Either way, those elbows stay nice and close to the ribs. Meeting in down dog. Maybe you take a rest in child's pose. Slowly begin to walk it forward. Coming to a halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, release. Bend those knees and open them up so that your feet are just off the mat and heels are on the mat. We come to our yogi squat. Now if you've got a block or a bolster, you can always sit on that or a cushion at home. But we want those elbows inside the knees. Hands come to prayer position. Important here to kind of let that tailbone drop so we can grow nice and tall. You don't want to be hunched, but grow as straight as you can. Feel free to move around here or stay in stillness. And bringing those hands out, we can slowly make our way to our seated position here and let those legs come out. So in this position, give yourself a little boost here so that you can feel a nice straight spine. Those toes are pointing back at you. When we inhale, we reach the arms up. Exhale, reaching out, and then down towards the toes. Maybe you reach them, maybe you've got your ankles, maybe you've got your knees. Wherever you're at is totally fine. Pushing those thighs into the ground. Every inhale, you can come up just ever so slightly. And exhale, making your way a little deeper in the pose. Those toes are still nice and flexed towards you. Inhale, grow nice and tall. And bringing one leg in, the other leg can stay out. Turn that belly button over that leg so the knee and the belly button kind of align. Let that left hip kind of go into the ground. Inhale, reach on up. Exhale, reach for those toes again. Might be easier, might be harder than the last one, doesn't matter. As long as you're breathing. Let the head and neck relax. And if you'd like to, you can reach to the pinky edge of this foot and go a little past the knee just for a little extra twist you'll feel in that low back. Coming forward again, inhale. Exhale, now bring that same arm to same leg inside. So you've kind of lined these two up. You reach the other arm out, up, and over. And if you can't reach your toes, it's totally fine. Stay nice and open with that chest and stretch this side body. Maybe even reach for the opposite knee just to keep that nice openness. The hand comes towards the ground, that palm facing that way. Push a little bit into that long leg, keeping the toes flexed. A few breaths here. Inhale, that hand drops to rise you up. And exhale, we'll do the other side. So always the exciting part about yoga, there's always another side to do. Belly button faces the knee. Grow tall. Inhale, arms up. Reaching out and then towards the toes. Grab what you can. Maybe you've got your foot, maybe you've got a block, maybe you've got your knee or your calf, and that's plenty. Making your way to the twist if you like. Grab onto that pinky edge or just the outside part of the leg and give yourself a little twist. Inhale back to center. And same arm to same leg. We open up our chest. The other arm reaches out, up and over, palm facing the ground. Maybe we grab onto that opposite knee just to open the spine and the chest up a little more. Feeling the stretch in our lower back and side body. Push into that long leg just a little for another breath. Pushing it into the ground. And when that hand drops, we slowly inhale ourselves up. Bringing both feet in now. Bottoms of the feet together. We grab onto our ankles or our feet. We grow nice and tall. Exhale brings that chest towards the feet. You can stay nice and flat back, or you can begin to round, whatever is comfortable for you, but as if you're bringing that belly button right towards the heels. Inhale brings you nice and tall. Those knees come together. And we make our way down to our back body, bringing our knees into our chest. So roll your knees in a circle to give your lower back a little massage. Now bring that right ankle to the left knee. Make sure this foot is nice and flexed. Reach through this little four that you've made with your legs and grab the bottom end of your thigh here. Now once more, keeping both feet flexed to protect your knees, pull this leg just a little bit closer. If it works with your body and anatomy, you can use that elbow to push your right leg away or the knee. But most importantly, we're pulling our left leg in. Breaths here. You should feel this in your hips. Seeing on every exhale if you can pull it just slightly closer. And then on your next exhale, let both knees fall to that left side. And look out over the right shoulder blade. You can uncross the legs if that's more comfortable, or keep them crossed. You can also place your left hand on top of your knees to give a little extra weight. Look out over the left shoulder blade or the right shoulder blade. Feel the stretch in the side body, that twist. And breathe into the rib cage. to center. Bring those knees up again. And this time roll the knees in the opposite direction. You should feel a little bit more room on one side of that lower back, hopefully. And when you're ready, that left knee, or the left ankle comes to the right knee, creating that figure 4 again. We reach on through, both feet flex, protecting those knees. Every inhale, fill up. And every exhale, bringing that knee just ever so slightly closer. Use that elbow if it works for you to push that left knee away. Breath here, pull that knee just a little bit closer. And then both knees fall to the right side. Arms come to a T, and we look out over the left shoulder blade. Hand can come on top of the knees. You can uncross your legs, whatever is comfortable for you. Inhale brings you back up to center. Our last pose, or second to last pose, when we grab the outsides of our feet or ankles and come into a happy baby. Those heels should be over the knees. The whole spine relaxes into the ground. Maybe we rock side to side, or maybe we stay in stillness. If you're interested in more yoga classes, feel free to check out yogablissontheboulevard.com for virtual classes. Letting each foot go, reach one leg out at a time. Making your way into your Shavasana, the shoulder blades can tuck under, those feet are nice and relaxed, the hands are to the sides. Maybe grab a blanket. Important to be fully comfortable here. Take your time in this position and don't come out until you really, really want to. Namaste.